Video games, one of the largest industries in the world today. But how did it all start? Well, many different people believe different things, and it all really depends on your perception of what is actually considered a video game. Welcome to the late 50s, where the transistor had just replaced vacuum tubes in 56, considerably reducing the size of computers. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs were both born only a few years ago in 1955. Also in 55, Disneyland opened in Anaheim, California. And in 1957, the Boeing 707 flew for the first time. So, hey, I'm Pilot 72, and this is the gaming years, 1958. It's been 11 years since our first episode, 1947. Remember that back then, the cathode ray tube amusement device used an oscilloscope for display. Well, here in 1958, our next step in the gaming years, the game we're talking about this time also uses an oscilloscope. That game is Tennis for Two. Tennis for Two is a version of table tennis, but unlike Atari's Pong, we'll get to that soon. Don't worry. Tennis for Two is a side view instead of a top-down view. So that means the ball bounced and is affected by gravity, meaning the ball must be hit over the net. Tennis for Two was played using an analog computer and an oscilloscope for display, and two small controllers with a button and a knob. The knob controlled the angle or trajectory of the ball, and pressing the button hit the ball. Well, that's obvious. Tennis for Two was designed by Mr. William Higinbotham in about 2 hours, and assembled within 3 weeks with the help of Robert V. Dvorak. Higinbotham created Tennis for Two to help visitors alleviate their boredom when they went to Brookhaven National Laboratory in Upton, New York, which is where Higinbotham worked as a physicist. He found out that one of the lab's computers, a Donner Model 30, could calculate ballistic missile trajectories, and he used this function to form the game's base. As I mentioned, Tennis for Two uses an oscilloscope as the graphical display, showing the path of the simulated ball on the court. Plus, this court has a net. The design circuit showed the path of the ball and reversed the path when it hit the ground. The circuit also sensed if the ball made contact with the net and simulated velocity with drag. During its initial showing on October 18, 1958, hundreds of visitors lined up to play. And due to its popularity, an enhanced version was shown the next year with upgrades such as a larger screen and different levels of simulated gravity. That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching the Gaming Years 1958. Check back soon for the next episode, where we'll advance to the 1960s. I'm Pilot 72, and I'll see you next time.